All right, another episode of Barber Bus Talk. Cal the Barber. I'm a barber, but guess what? I don't have a haircut. So I'm throwing a hat on. Just threw a hat on. I don't have a haircut. We'll do it after this though. So I got my man Chris here. We have a good subject for today. Subject for today is, what is it that what do men want? But I like to go the opposite direction and say, what don't men want? Like, what are things that we don't want? Because if we continue to talk about what we want, a lot of guys don't know what they want, but we definitely know what we don't want. So ladies, y'all been asking me for this, and now we're gonna give it to you. So Chris, I want you to explain to me, just maybe your top 3 things that'll make you not want to be with a girl. Let's start with that. Before you get with her and you first see a girl, what are some no's and some red flags?
Some no's and some red flags?
Yeah, in the beginning.
I say girls that got too much time on their hands. Females who you see always on social media, posting all throughout the day. I mean, that kind of falls in with the too much time on your hands. Posting
booty shots too, all that stuff.
All different types of stuff. It don't even gotta be pictures and nothing like that.
Just too much time.
Yeah, they could just be reposting a whole bunch of stuff or just talking about a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? Nothing that really pertains to them, but they always got a word on it.
Why is that a turn off?
That, to me, is a turn off because it's just you got too much opinions and you care about all this other stuff that's going on. Like I said, you got just too much opinions. Someone who has too much opinions on stuff that don't got nothing to do with them, it's just all right, I can just tell you always in the mix, you always in somebody's business or something,
nosy.
Yeah, and that
going the most.
Yeah, that right there, that ain't flying with me. I find that a little odd. Another thing.
Okay.
Which would possibly be the third, probably I would say. I mean, everything falls with too much time on your hands. If you don't got nothing going on for yourself, obviously, if you ain't got no job, if you're in school or something, that's cool, you know what I mean, you're working towards something, but if you just at the crib, chilling, you know what I mean, for the most part, that right there, I can't do it, especially if you got kids.
So you don't like bum chicks pretty much?
Yeah.
We talked about bum dudes, there's bum chicks out here too, right?
Right, exactly.
All right. So you like ambition, basically. You like a girl that's to mind her business and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, be chilling and laid back. Kind of like you are. You're a pretty laid back guy. You do the same thing. So you're not asking for nothing that you don't. Now, that's good. And that's kind of what most people are saying. Most of the guys are saying when I ask them, which is interesting enough. No matter what age, what race, it's they say the same things. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Once you get your girl, right?
Right.
You got a shorty you fooling with, whether it's your girlfriend or somebody you're dealing with on a regular basis.
Right.
What are some things that, now, women, y'all ask me for this. Y'all ask me, what are things that, because y'all having problems keeping a man. You're having problems, keeping him. He winds up leaving, whatever, cheating, or just deciding he don't want to be with you anymore. What are some things that make you just eventually be like, you know what, I'm so tired of this, I gotta go?
I mean, one thing that I can say off the top would be females, you know what I mean, everybody goes through stuff, everybody, whoever you're dealing with, whether you're a couple, whatever you guys are just messing around, everybody go through an argument or disagreement, what I say.
Right.
But one thing is just when they start to, do too much and they want to argue all the time, or they always just have something to say about everything, it's just that gets annoying.
So what does that do to the relationship though? They continue to nag and complain and be negative.
It hurts it. It hurts it because at the same time, they have needs as well. So it's when they want to argue about something, they want to get their point across. They got everything in the world to say, but then at the same time, they end up, I mean, that's your girl, that's whatever you're talking to her, whether you're talking to her, at some point, they want to be around you,
Right.
They want to have sex with you. They want
right.
to, they want to do all that. And it's just damn, through all this arguing and disagreeing and all that, all you've been doing is just coming at me about everything. So it's just damn, what makes you think that I want to spend time with you or be around you as much, and do any of those type of things? It's damn, it's just a turn off to me, you know what I mean? You expect me to, be around you when you want to, but at the same time, it's damn, you don't think all the arguing, has kind of been maybe take a step back. And
Yep.
at that point, it's just like, I don't think they realize what they're doing. And it's just like, if you fall into the trap of giving them what they want, you know, and fulfilling their needs whenever they want to, they're going to think that everything that they do is okay. And sometimes they might know it's not okay, but at the same time, if you just still fall into it,
they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, they're only going to keep doing it. They might not know it's okay, but they know that, all right, well,
they still get good results.
No matter what happens, I still get the results that I want, and everything's going to be like that. And that's where some dudes, you know, have to, you know, it's cliche, but put their foot down and be like, nah, we can't do that. I can't keep going over there, you know, spending this time with her, you know, having sex with her and doing all that, because she's going to think that everything she's doing is good. Like,
well, I'm going to tell you about me, though. One thing about me is I'm like, and I'm suspecting a lot of guys are like this. I'm an emotionally driven sexual partner. And I don't mean by like, I got to be all in love with you. I mean, if I'm not like happy, if I'm stressed out, if you're stressing me out, if you know, you're annoying me or nagging me, or if you're negative in general, it's not going to make me want to have sex, because I'm going to be turned off.
Right.
You know, I need to be relaxed, and you know, I feel like sexual experience is like a relaxing situation. But if I'm tense, if everything's tense, how do they expect you to even perform that way? You know, and sometimes women think it has to do with you being physically attracted to them. That has nothing to do with it. You can have the most beautiful woman, but if she's annoying you and nagging you and irritating you, you don't want to be around her, let alone have sex with her.
Right.
So I think women, you know, they need to be cognizant. I'm not saying don't be yourself. I'm not saying don't speak on things that you feel, but if your relationship's so toxic to the point where you're constantly negative, you're constantly arguing, you're constantly disagreeing, you're constantly at a stress level of like 7 or 8 or up to 10. If that's the way your relationship is, and then you guys on top of that aren't having sex because neither one of you guys are connecting in an emotional way, then maybe, you know, that's not a relationship for you. Or maybe you guys just got to work on it. But I know that women think, oh, he's not having sex with me, he's just automatically cheating. That's not necessarily true.
Right.
He's not having sex with you because you're getting on his nerves.
Right.
He's not having sex with you. Look at the stuff you're doing. Are you doing anything to ease him, to make sure that when he comes home or to your house or wherever you guys meet up, that he feels peace? Because if he doesn't feel that peace, he's not going to be wanting to be with you. That's why dudes have side chicks. That's why dudes mess with these girls on the side, because they don't have to worry about those extra things with a side chick, because she really don't care. She might care deep down, but she's not going to stress you because she knows she's not yours.
Right, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Not trying to condone that, because I believe that if you're not happy within a relationship, you need to just be honest and go ahead and leave it. You know, or you know, have some conversations and maybe try to work on it if you feel like it's worth working on. But if it's not, like, why torture yourself, you know, in a toxic situation long term if you're not happy? And if you know, and sex is a small and a large part of a relationship. I say it's small because sex isn't the main reason, never the main reason I'm with a woman. No. However, sex can become a huge issue when you're not having it, and a huge issue when you guys are not connecting in that way. And it don't gotta be every day, but if it's to the point where you feel like having sex with your partners are more like a chore than something that y'all enjoy together, it's a problem. Yeah. You know. So I mean, what do you think about that? You think that what can a woman do to make you be like, you know what? Now she could be bad, got herself together, everything good, but what can she do to make you be like, I'm not even trying to have sex with her?
Like I said, just like you said as well, though. Like, I mean, if you're just always negative about something, or you're just always complaining about something, like, it's that type of stuff right there. I feel like those are the main components of turning someone off that either you talking to, you're in a relationship with, or whatever the case may be. Because just like damn, like you can't even just, you know, just say, hey, look, you know, like, you know, this isn't working, or like, you know, like can we talk about something? Like, it's just always straight to the point, like straight attitude or something. You know what I mean? Like, they just always like just coming at you, bitching at you, all that. So like, so it's like, damn, like you coming like that. All right, cool. You know what I mean? So you fall back because you're not having sex with your partner because of whatever the reason may be, whether you guys are arguing, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. It's like, that don't mean that the other dude is necessarily cheating. You know what I mean?
No.
It don't at all. But like now that can be the route. That can be the reason why some dudes do go out. You know what I mean? Cheat,
True.
for sure though.
But it's not a guarantee that they're going to cheat just because.
No, it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee at all. Some dudes sometimes be like, man, fuck all this. Like, I just want my space. You know what I mean?
A real man's going to be like, you know what? They're going to have a conversation with her, a few conversations, not just one. They're going to have a few conversations and just let them know, hey, you know, this is what I'm feeling. This is why the situation's happening the way it's happening, and this is what needs to happen to fix it.
Right.
You understand? And if she doesn't listen, then it's really like, what can you do if she's not going to listen to what you're telling her?
Right.
You
No,
know.
and you're right. But what I can say though, like just like from like experiences and seeing like other people too, most dudes don't do that though. Like
They just going to cheat.
like, yeah, they're just gonna end up going.
Because there's something about her they love.
And doing that, but I'm just saying, like, most dudes won't even sit down and even ask, like, well, how can we fix it?
True.
They're just like, man, fuck it. You know what I mean?
But then they feel like they bitching.
Right.
They feel like they're being feminine. They feel like it's a feminine thing to express their emotions.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why we're having this talk, because I feel like a lot of guys don't know how to express to their women. You know, and it could be other things that make the man be turned off. Like, if he's being constantly disrespected.
Yeah, that's true. That shit is crazy.
I'll tell you what, man. The quickest way to make my situation solve is to disrespect me as a woman. If you disrespect me, you don't honor me or respect me, I'm not turned on at all. I'm turned all the way off. And it may stay that way for a long time until you can earn my respect back, you know, my trust back as far as that's concerned. Because I just don't. I remember one of my last relationships, what made it, when I knew it was like pretty much over, on her end really, was when she started disrespecting me. I was like, hold on, because she never disrespected me. And when that disrespect started coming out, I knew there was something else going on. But, you know, for me, that pushed me away anyway, because I'm not going to tolerate that. And I'm not saying disrespecting the way like she has to listen to everything I'm saying and do whatever I tell her to do.
Yeah,
no, I mean, just don't talk to me crazy.
Yeah.
You know, talk to me nicely. You feel me?
I'm glad you brought that up too, because not even just the annoying part, girls always want to argue or something, but the arguing shit leads into disrespect, and that shit is just what blows our mind. Like you expect all of the, you know, whatever women you're dealing with at the time, you expect them to, you know, have their own thing going on. They got their own money, they got all that, right? But if they ever did need something, you had it for them, right?
Right.
So like, I mean, you help them out if they need it, whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
But then when they start to get into disrespect and they act like you was just never there, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, ungrateful. They get ungrateful.
Ungrateful ain't the word, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know they they have a very short timeline. Whenever they're upset, they have a really short memory.
Really, really short memory. And another thing is too, like, a lot of females, you know, that I've heard or, you know, experienced, like, they tend to call people who have stuff going on for themselves a bum.
Hold on.
But then we'll turn around.
Rewind that. They say people who do have something going for themselves, they're bums?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Explain that one.
I'm sorry. So, I don't know. I don't know if they just say it because they're mad. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it be.
Uh-huh.
A lot of females always like to use the term bum ass nigga, and it's just like.
But don't you think that these chicks sometimes, now these chicks that say that, ain't that most times the ones that ain't really doing nothing for themselves?
Yeah.
And they call you a bum, but at the end of the day, for real, they the bum, but they just really hating on you on the low.
Right. Or I mean, let's like they'll go and praise real bums. You know what I mean? They'll turn on the social media and be cool with a dude, like, you know, she might post something and the dude might comment and be like, oh yeah, like, you know, like real shit or like true that, like, and she'd be like, yeah, like just having a conversation back and forth with a dude that you know
is a bum. He ain't got no will, he ain't got nothing, he got no pops to piss in, no window to throw it out of, right?
Right, because if he has something going on for himself,
he wouldn't have all the time to be watching your page.
Wouldn't have all the time to be watching your page.
I just have time to throw my stuff up there, you know what I mean? I barely have time to throw my stuff on social media for my business. I don't got time to look through people's stuff. I mean, no disrespect, I would love to support, but if I see something to support, I try to, but I just don't got the time like that.
Yeah, like.
But these dudes be in these inboxes all heavy, but that's another discussion.
Another discussion.
But we're gonna talk. But we're gonna talk about. Okay, now we talked about what initially turns you off with a woman, right? Mm-hmm. We talked about what'll turn you off once you're already with your woman.
Right. Okay.
Now. And we delved into an interesting subject because a lot of women, I can only suspect, and I've heard it. I have female friends that tell me stuff. There's women who their men aren't having sex with them.
Right.
And we talked about, you know, the annoyance factor. You know, are you irritating your man? Like, and the irritation can come from, like, if you're depends on what kind of man you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a man who's like me or you, like typically positive and always on a positive foot and wanting to, you know, to draw positivity into his life. If if a woman is constantly negative, man, that could really draw a really big wedge in a relationship, right?
Right. No, you're right. And I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, it's cool.
At the same time, like, we can't sit here and act like all women are just annoying. This is what they do.
No, they're
like,
not all annoying.
All women aren't annoying.
No, they're
just
not.
Set that for the record, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, they're not. I know some that are not annoying.
There is a lot of stuff that dudes do that can make the woman annoying and get to that point.
Indeed.
So I just want to say that.
I'm gonna delete that out though, cause I ain't on their side right now. I'm just playing. No, but you're right though. You're right. You're right.
Because there's a lot of women that watch this. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to. But here's the thing.
Don't want them to think that.
I want them to. This is the thing, bro. They understand that. It goes without being said. I want them to stop throwing men away. I want them to stop. So sometimes you just gotta tell them, hey, snap out of it and do this. Stop doing what you're doing. And that's what I'm trying to tell them.
You're right.
You know, I'm not trying to baby them at this point because I get a lot. Women request this. I've had several women that are clients, several women that are friends. Ask this on your show. Please, we want to know because they don't understand why we stray away. We don't stray away because we dogs. We don't stray away because we don't want to be with you. We stray away because you're pushing us. And they need to understand that. They need to understand that, you know, a man's ego is a fragile thing. So if you're disrespecting him and you're not respecting that man, he's gonna eventually stray. It don't happen like did I cut you?
No.
Oh, it don't happen just like overnight. It happens gradually, and there's signs to that. Like, you know, is he not want to spend time with you anymore? Does he find excuses not to be around? You know, because these aren't things he's doing consciously. These are subconscious things. It's like if something hurts you, you run from it. If I put fire to your hand, you're gonna move your hand away.
Right.
So if a woman is hurting you emotionally or psychologically or otherwise, right, in that way, you're gonna be turned off and you're gonna move your hand away, so to speak, because that fire is too hot for you. Yeah. And that's what women understand, and men too. But I feel like men tend to leave a relationship before a woman does most times. So this is why this is a subject. This is why the narrative is, you know.
I'm glad that you said that because I'm sitting here thinking something in my head, and you just said men tend to leave situations before women do, right?
Right.
So, and we spoke about this before. You know what I mean? It's a man's natural instinct to always, you know, if he sees a female, he'll look at her, he'll do that.
Right.
Like, and this is why I wanted to. I stopped and I said, like, you know, I just to set the record, like, all women aren't annoying, you know.
No, there's really
like,
some
like,
cool women.
There are some dudes that can make the women be the way that they are.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
What I mean?
100%.
And this is just me personally. I feel like for the most part, dudes are, like you said, are quicker to leave than a female. Now, I don't know how you feel about this too. I mean, now this is transitioning into another subject, but
it's cool. It's cool. We do that sometimes. But
I feel like women might be more loyal than dudes sometimes.
Okay. I have a good answer for that. Or I don't know if it's a question. Is that a question?
No.
Or is that you think? That's how you feel?
That's just how I feel.
It's a statement?
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge that, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's talk about loyalty for a minute. Loyalty, the definition of loyalty really is basically holding fast to your moral integrity when it comes to a situation or a person.
Right.
You know, that's loyalty. You know, to be reliable, okay? Now, just because she don't leave him necessarily doesn't make her loyal. Because I know a bunch of women that got men that be jumping in inboxes. I know girls that jumped in mine, you feel me, that got men. But they didn't leave they nigga. I had girls actually want to go on dates with me, but they got a man. So, okay, are they more loyal or do they just stick? Do they get stuck? Let me tell you why they get stuck. I'm gonna give you the answer to this, right? Now, men, especially good men, are far more outnumbered by good women. There's way more good women out there. We start with that.
Right.
And there's way more women in general. Okay, that's where we're gonna start. So the chances of a woman getting a man, keeping a man, and having him alter herself are pretty like the chances are slim already. So if they got a man, a woman with a man that they feel is decent and doing, pretty much some of the stuff that she likes, and I'm not gonna lie, tolerate. They tolerate a lot of men,
right?
For an extended period of time because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to feel like they failed in a relationship. They don't want their girlfriends talking about like, oh man, you always leaving a man. Or they don't want to jump from man to man because women do respect themselves. There's women out here that still respect themselves. They don't want to have this man, then this man, and another 3 months later they got this man. They don't want that. We don't care. Right. We'll jump into 5, 6 different relationships and no one's gonna look differently at us.
Right.
I know guys right now that they're in a 6th relationship this year. It's only what, we in September? Mm-hmm. So like that, but I'm not looking at them any type of way and no one else is either. But women have a certain different code. Plus women really care what people think about them.
They have more morals.
They I ain't gonna say they have more morals, they have more.
When it comes to that, yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
They don't have more morals. They just care about what people say about their morals.
You're right.
So they may do stuff undercover, but they're not gonna let nobody know about it. They might have a dude on the side, on the low, that they dealing with, right? Mm-hmm. But ain't nobody gonna know about it, and they nigga damn sure ain't gonna know about it. But, you know, once they feel like this new dude is actually a real prospect, is a real thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've had a relationship, I'm not gonna put the person out there. She was with a guy when I started talking to her. And when she seen I was serious and I was a better option, she let him go and went to me. That's what they do. Yeah. We'll leave a situation because we know we're gonna find another situation.
Right.
If you leave a girl today, bro, you tell me you don't know you got options. Tell me you don't know that, bro.
You're right.
Girls, I don't care how bad you are. She don't think she got as many options. I don't care if she's the baddest Instagram model out there. You know what I'm saying? Just all them girls are getting cheated on too. All them girls are being treated bad too. So at the end of the day, if they find a decent man, they're going to hold on to it until they see a man that's really better, that hits more of the buttons, that's really going to be serious. She might be having sex with this man on the low for months thinking he going to be serious. I've heard so many stories about this. I have a lot of girlfriends and girl cousins. They tell me this stuff all the time. They do. They'll go through, you know, dudes, you know, talk to dudes, entertain dudes, sometimes even mess with them. But they'll talk to these guys, you know, hoping that this will be the next man, but they don't want to commit to another one or leave their previous one until they have something solidified, like leaving a job before you got another job. That's how women are. That's smart, actually. I mean, if I was in their position, I probably would think the same way. But I'm not in their position. I could jump up, leave my girl today, and if I really wanted to, have one tomorrow. That's just how it is.
No,
but
I got a question for you though. Like,
I'm getting questioned on my own show. I like that.
I got a question.
Let's hear it.
So, do you think so? Like, remember back to the thing you said. I mean, like I said, I feel like women are more loyal than men. You know what I mean? Just for like, you know, from what I've seen out there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, now, do you consider a woman to still have loyalty? Like, even if let's say she did, step out or I mean, just found something for the time being, but was still with her man and still will go to war for him. You know what I mean? Now, is she still loyal? You know what I mean? Or
I just think she cares about that man. You can care about somebody and do certain things for them, but that doesn't necessarily like the word loyal is a very, very. It's like saying love. Love is a very touchy word. Friendship, very touchy word. Loyalty, very touchy word. It's a lot of elements in my mind that have to be placed in line. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I had a girl, I'm not gonna put names and stuff out there, but I had a girl and she wound up doing her whatever when I was away, and because she did this and this prior to it, because she was riding and doing all this stuff and down for me and all that prior to what she's done, she feels as though she's still loyal. She feels as though she's earned my loyalty.
Right.
But in reality, you didn't. In reality, yeah, you did all those things and I do appreciate them, but you're not loyal. Because loyalty, once you break the loyalty and break the trust, you're no longer loyal to me, at least. You can become loyal to somebody else and you can be loyal to certain things. Like me, I'm not loyal to everybody, bro. I'm not. Because everybody don't deserve my loyalty. You understand me?
No, you're right.
I choose and pick and choose who I decide to be loyal to based on who they are to me in my life. You feel me? Like, I got people right now that's locked up that I ride for. I would never talk to their girl. If they need something, I got them. You feel me? Like, I got their back. That's loyalty. Now, as soon as I sleep with this man's woman, now I'm not loyal no more, bro. You understand me? No, I'm not loyal no more. Now I'm just like anybody else, and I value loyalty, but I don't give everybody loyalty. Everybody don't deserve your loyalty. Some people give loyal. They say it's loyal to a fault. You ever heard that?
No. Yeah, I've heard that before.
And loyal to a fault, that means they loyal to the wrong people that aren't loyal back to them. I give loyalty to people that I think deserve my loyalty, that are loyal to me. that show me that they can be loyal to me. You feel me?
Nah, you're right.
And like women, there's a lot of loyal women. I've seen it. I've seen women be loyal. Man, I've really seen it. And I've seen women be disloyal. And I've seen the same women that were disloyal to one be loyal to another. So you can't place that on like if you get with a woman, you know she was disloyal to her nigga before, you can't be like, oh, you're gonna be disloyal to me now because you're that doesn't work like that.
Right, yeah.
Because she might see something different in you. There may be something in him that she was like, you know what, not worth my loyalty, gonna go do me. Just like the girl that was disloyal to me. Maybe she saw something in me that she felt like she didn't need to be loyal to me, and that's okay. But she can't plead with me to think that I should still think she's loyal. I'm okay. It's just a fact of you're not loyal no more. Not to me, at least.
Right.
If somebody asks me, is X loyal? I'm gonna be like, no, you're not loyal. She's not loyal to me. She may be loyal to you. She's not loyal to me.
Right.
That's how I look at it. But loyalty is very fickle.
Nah, you're right.
It can change.
It definitely is. Like, you know what I mean? I guess if you do put that, you know, that title onto someone, they gotta meet all the criteria. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gotta meet all the criteria. You ever hear somebody say, "Oh, yo, he's a good dude"? I hate when people say that because, for one, this dude done stole, lied, connived. This dude did all this stuff, but yeah, he's a good dude. No, you're not, bro. You might like him, which is questionable. Why you like this person? I'm questioning your character as a man. If you dubbing somebody a good person and they're not, bro, you're probably not a good person either. So I'm gonna fall back from you because I'm just not feeling it. And I used to go through it when I was locked. I used to go through with dudes. Oh, he's a good dude. No, he's not, bro. He's not a good dude. There's characteristics that have to be in play for you to be considered. That I don't use any term lightly, bro. Like, I don't just tell anybody I love them. I don't just tell any girl that she's. I don't just tell women stuff just to tell them, you know.
You can't always tell women what they want to hear, like.
But we do, and I'm glad you said that. We tell them what they want to hear until we're done. And here's the thing: if we were more honest and open with these women, the relationships probably would last a lot longer, because maybe they fix it. But we're not telling them. We're just kind of dealing with it. Man, we quietly deal with the BS. Let's be honest. We quietly deal. We may complain here and there, but then we get tired of complaining because we feel like we feminine or we being like weak.
Right.
So we're like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna suck it up. And now the more we suck it up, the more we're turned off, the more we don't want to deal with the woman. And then eventually, we decide to either cheat or just walk away. If you're a really good man, you're just gonna walk away. If you're a liar, you're just gonna cheat. I mean, I'm not gonna just generalize it that way because sometimes it just happens, man.
Right.
But if you know it's not working, you just gotta leave it alone, because to hold on to something that's not working or not making either one of you happy, it's like, that's foolish to me.
Ah, you're right. It definitely is. At some point, you gotta know when to call it quits if it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know, hey, this isn't working for me. And I'm usually pretty good at that. It's saying, okay, this isn't working for me. Rather than cheat on you, I'd rather just leave it alone. This looks really good. This haircut look dope. I'd rather just leave you alone and say, hey, you know what? We could be friends, or at least take a step back. Because sometimes, for women, you know, I noticed for women a lot of times, sometimes you got to leave them for them to get the point. Because sometimes they feel like once they've got you, they've got you.
No, you're right.
And if you just leave them alone and take a step back, then sometimes they'll be, or make them think that you're going to take a step back. Sometimes they'll snap right in the line and they'll fix themselves sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to lose you.
For the time being, though. And
then they'll come back, revert back. And that's the thing that's so true. They'll snap back, they'll even apologize, but then as soon as they feel like they good again, here come the bull crap again.
Bullshit.
And I don't got time for it. So it's like, for me, you know, I feel like,
They might say something.
on my street cleaning, I'm about to leave right now. All right, but yeah, this, you know, cop right here probably about to pull me over. I'm about to pull off, and we're done with the cut anyway, so we gotta get out of here because it's street cleaning. Before they come back around. Thankfully, I'm like a
Subscribe or there's
no haircuts for